Reason has a rack for instruments. Reason isn't just the recording software at the heart of your studio. Reason is your studio. Building up your song means building up your rack, filling it up with instruments, effects, and little gadgets that tweak and freak each other in sometimes predictable and sometimes unthinkable ways. Each item in the Reason rack is squarely focused on one thing: sparking musical ideas. The core of your tool set is Reason's instruments: synths, samplers, and drum machines. Subtractor, Maelstrom, Thor. Blending together the best of subtractive synthesis, grain tables, FM synthesis, and powerful filters with modular-style routing and control, Reason has synths covered. When it comes to drums, Reason delivers. You can tap out your beats, count out your beats, layer loops to build up your beats, or even some combination of all three. All of these instruments live side by side in the Reason rack, sometimes connecting to any number of other effects like distortion, delay, rhythmic gates, compressors, and a whole lot more. But the front of the rack is only half the story. The back of the rack is where limitless possibility is unleashed. At its core, it's so simple. Cables make connections from device to device, and like cables in the real world, they've only got two ends. Signals go from somewhere to somewhere. It really is that easy. What you can cable together is up to your imagination from that point. If, however, you prefer to stay focused on the front of the rack, Reason auto-wires itself too. It makes the connections while you make the music. Reason's instruments and effects are just the beginning. Rack extensions open you up to new possibilities by allowing you to choose which new instruments or effects you want in your rack. Whether it's that classic compressor you've read so much about, a synth to spark new ideas, a beat repeater to take your musical phrases and shuffle the deck, or countless other possibilities to explore. If your favorite synth doesn't live in the virtual world, Reason's external MIDI instrument is for you. In fact, virtual rack devices and your favorite hardware can even be wired together from the back of the rack. Imagine using a Reason synth to control the filter on a hardware synth in perfect sync and with all the precision you could ask for from Reason's sequencer. Recording your instruments in Reason couldn't be easier. Record as many takes as you need to get it right. Use Reason's comp mode to choose the best parts from each take. Even change your timing by grabbing Reason's audio slice markers to quantize or reimagine your recording entirely. For some people, recording audio is just the start of the creative process. Sliced audio can be converted to Reason's Rex audio format and played back from the Kong drum designer or loaded into the Dr. Octo Rex loop player, opening up your own recordings to all that juggling and tweaking that lies beneath its surface. So yeah, Reason has a rack for instruments. It's a rack full of synths, drum machines, powerful effects, custom wiring, your own hardware, and audio tracks reshaped and refined to perfection. If you've got musical ideas just waiting to get out, Reason has a rack for that.